Doing a cruise? These are your packing do's and don'ts. Hey everyone, welcome back to Ski Club TV. I'm Mark.
I'm Leanne.
And we're going to tell you what we think are cruise packing do's and don'ts. So what do you want to start with, the do's or the don'ts?
We start with the do's.
All right, let's do that. So do you want to go?
Okay, so all right. So one of my main things that I take with me is packing cubes.
Yep.
Not because I want to organise myself in the suitcase, but because unpacking becomes very, very easy.
Yeah.
So all I do is tops, chuck it in a drawer. Bottoms, chuck them in a drawer.
Yeah.
Undies, etc., chuck them in a drawer.
Yep.
Makes life so much simpler, and you also don't leave anything behind.
Yeah.
If you're using packing cubes.
We do exactly the same.
Yeah.
They change your life.
Yeah.
On cruises, in hotel rooms, everything.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that's a good one. My first one is a bit strange, and it's these little magnetic hooks. So they're very cheap on Amazon. I can't remember exactly how much I paid, but they're really handy because if you don't know, cruise cabin walls are metal primarily.
Yeah.
And it's really good to just add an extra hook onto your cabin wall, and you can use that to hang all sorts of stuff.
I've used it mainly for my lanyards.
Same.
So, as you walk out, you got your lanyard on.
Yep.
Nothing worse than walking out and not being able to get back in.
Yeah, that's it.
Having to ring someone and go, oh.
Yep. No, exactly right. So, magnetic hooks, really cheap, really handy to have. I think you buy a pack of 10 of them on Amazon, pretty cheap. So, all right.
So what I always bring with me is some walking gear because I love to walk the deck first thing in the morning.
Yep.
And so either some leggings or shorts and some good runners that I can walk the deck and take headphones so that I can and I also have something to put my phone in. So when I'm walking, I don't have to worry about making sure I've got the right pockets and it's quite secure. So I always bring like a little bag, which doubles when I go off.
Bum bag, as we call them in Australia, or fanny pack, as Americans call them. Yeah.
So that's an essential.
Yeah, it's
bring
cool.
something like that.
Yeah, you can even get ones that you can put on your arm now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So if you don't want to have it around your waist or whatever.
Yeah, sling it.
Really cool. All right, so lanyards. So lanyards for those who haven't done a cruise yet, generally you get given a sail and sign card. And so what this does, it gives you access to your room or your cabin, but it also, everything you purchase on the ship, if you have a drinks package, it'll be linked to this card. So you basically, all you need to carry with you is this card to get in your cabin and also for...
You don't need cash.
Purchases. No, that's right. Yep. So, because your credit card gets linked to this.
Do you know the first cruise we went on, you could use cash?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, back in the olden days. Yeah. 20 years ago on the Pacific Sun or one of those, Sky.
Interesting.
It was.
Yeah, no, definitely not my first one.
No.
So, because you have to carry this with you all the time.
It was an ex-cargo ship, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'd explain it. Are you sure it was a cruise?
I know. And it had a theatre down the bottom. Let me know if anyone else did the Pacific Sky. Yeah.
Nice. And because you have to carry this with you all the time, you need to have a lanyard. So do you want to give them a skinny on what's a good lanyard and what isn't?
They're not all equal, to let you know. And after many, many times, we've tried to perfect the right lanyard. Some cruise companies will put a hole in for you and some won't. Some just sort of say that it's going to damage the reader, so they will no longer put a hole in it. So you have to make sure, if they put a hole in it, it's so much easier just to have your simple lanyard that you can hang off one of those. So that for me is the ideal.
Yeah.
Because you can, so when you get your drinks that you're going to charge or anything that you're going to charge, you can just pull that, clip that off and give it to them because you're going to be wearing it around. So you don't want something that you have to keep taking off you.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is another good option as long as it's really easy to get out of the packet.
Get the card in and out. Yeah.
Some of them are a little bit clunky.
Yeah.
This
like
one,
your Mickey one.
Yeah, so this one is very clunky. But when we went on a Disney cruise, first and only Disney cruise, and it's probably the only one we'll ever do, it was a 3-day one. For some reason, they thought that I was a frequent Disney cruiser, and we ended up having like for gold members that have done more than, I think, 7 cruises or 10 cruises or something. Because when we went for dinner, the waiter asked me how many cruises I'd done. So we got a lot of people had the platinum one, which is that means you've done 2 cruises or something.
Okay, yeah.
We had the gold one, and he goes, how many cruises have you done? I said, this is my first. And he goes, well, you're wearing a lanyard for like a frequent Disney cruiser.
Nice.
I also got this beautiful bag, beach bag, and we got all these other accessories. So they thought that I was, I don't know how they thought that. Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but that one's a real pain in the ass to try and get out. So I don't advise for that one.
Yeah, the newer technology.
Yes. However, Princess are starting to perfect the technology.
Yeah.
So on Princess cruises, they either send this out to you or you get it at the port. We've only ever got it at the port because I think overseas they won't send them to you.
Yeah.
So this little thing is your key card. It's everything. It also opens up your room before you even get to it.
Yeah.
So as you're walking up there, it will say, hello, Leanne, welcome, and the door you'll hear a click.
Unlock, yeah.
So Princess have really reflected. Plus with Princess, you know how you order pizza or something they'll know where you are. So anywhere on the ship, the waiter will bring you your food.
Yeah,
You order it.
like when you enter a bar, the barman knows that you're in the bar because it'll be on the system. And then you just give him your name and you don't have to show it or anything.
So they already know.
It's pretty handy. So,
and then Virgin's
the
take
same.
it to the next level.
So this is just a little bracelet you put around your wrist and it's the same thing. This one you have to touch to a reader on your door, but it's still way easier than the card. And same with the...
and it looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, with the drinks, you just tap it. And it's totally waterproof. You can wear it in the pools.
It did sort of come off a bit. That was the only issue.
Yeah, I worked out like kind of how to fix it. But it's not easy then to get on and off. But yeah, it's a bit of mucking around. But yeah, to be honest, I prefer the medallion.
The medallion's good.
Over this.
And you can also on board buy something that you can put on your wrist.
Yeah, if you want that.
But this they give you free.
Yeah.
Another thing is make sure you bring a lanyard because otherwise they you can buy them on board, but they charge you something like
$25.
Yeah, and sometimes that's US money.
Yeah, so, some cruise resellers will give you one when you book with them.
Like this one. Here's one.
Yeah, Valencia Travel. Yeah. Others, will send you one when you book with them. So it just depends. Some travel agents will hook you up with one as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, just make sure you have one and make sure it's comfortable as well. Because if you're going to be wearing it 24/7, well, not while you're sleeping, but you know what I mean. You want something soft and not something that's
so lash out and get a decent one.
Get yourself a decent one. All right. What's next?
Okay, so we can this is sort of mixed in with don'ts. We don't get a drink package because I don't drink. So at $25 a day or something? No, how much is it? $80 a day, I think.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, it depends on the vessel and the level.
We just don't bother with it. Leon does like red wine with dinner.
Yeah.
So if you go to your cruise contract, you'll see that most cruise lines will allow you to bring on some wine.
Yep.
Sometimes they will charge you for corkage at the port and you have to have it in your hand luggage. You can't put it in your carry-on luggage. Sometimes they'll charge you NCL will charge you as you get through security at the port. Others won't charge you at all as long as you don't get it corked.
Yep.
In at one of the bars.
Yep.
So we always bring a couple of bottles on board, and the important thing is, where did I put my bottle of wine?
I don't know.
It's got to have a screw top.
You had one with you.
I know.
You must have drunk it.
I reckon Leon's taking the dog for a walk. I reckon he took it with him.
You reckon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
he does that.
Yeah.
It's only, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, so if you don't drink, check, if you don't get the drinks package, check what you can bring on board. You can also bring on board Cokes and stuff.
Yeah, yep.
As long as you put them in your fridge.
Yeah,
Sometimes
and
it's
that
24 or...
that needs to be in your hold, like your check-in luggage.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You can, usually they'll just print out a tag and put it on it and deliver it to your room with your luggage. So, all good.
So, yes, you're next. I think I've done 2.
Okay, that's all good. So, the other thing for me is around clothing as well, like you spoke about it. Bring bathers.
Yeah.
Because you might think, I'm not going to swim, I don't want to be
Or
in
it could
pools
be a
with kids.
cruise that's a winter cruise.
Yeah.
And you think you don't bring bathers, yeah.
But there are so many hot tubs and spa bars on cruise ships. And depending on the cruise ship, like we went on the QE, Queen Elizabeth, and there were great like hot tubs, and no one was using them because it's a really old clientele. So we had one every night to ourselves. So we just go there with a couple of drinks and sit on deck, and it was chilly, but once you're in, it's beautiful. No one inside. It was like we had that bit of the deck to ourselves. So it was sensational. And if we'd not had our bathers with us, like we wouldn't have been able to take that opportunity. And the same goes for formal wear. Like you might think, I don't want to dress up for the formal night, whatever. But then when you're on the cruise itself, you might get into the spirit of it.
Plus, their formal night, they might have something like lobster.
Yeah.
But you have to go to the main dining room to get it. So if you're not dressed up, you're going to miss out on the...
100%.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be anything too flash.
No.
Like even on the QE, men had to wear a jacket. So, just bring a sports jacket and a collared shirt, and you only need to wear the jacket to walk to your table, really, and then you can take it off.
Leon will also bring one that he's ready to put to the op shop. So then you can leave it on board, and your attendant loves it.
Yeah.
When you leave stuff for your attendant, because we've done that a few times.
Yeah, that's it. So, and the other thing is theme nights. Like I know Virgin do a red night. I forget what it's called, where basically you all dress in red.
I think it's Red Night.
Yeah, maybe. Or Scarlet something.
Oh, yeah, Scarlet Nights. Yeah.
And that was really cool. So I just had like a red shirt. Davina had a red dress. So do stuff like that. I think some cruises, depending on the length, will do like a...
White night.
Yeah, a Hawaiian shirt night or something. But it'll all be in the information provided when you book your cruise, the different theme nights. So,
and you think you're not going to do it, but then you see everybody else getting in the spirit of it, and you're like, oh, okay.
And look, you throw a Hawaiian shirt in your bag, if you decide not to do it, it's no big deal.
No.
It's not like bringing a suit of armour or something, or a house brick. All right. Next one. Okay,
so I haven't actually tried this myself, but somebody mentioned it on Ski, our Facebook page, an eSIM specifically for cruise lines. So I've looked it up online, and it's called Gig Sky.
Cool.
So because your internet on a cruise line, how expensive is it, Mark?
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
not worth getting.
Pretty shit as well. It doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
Because everyone is using the same satellite connection. So.
Well, you got you got the new Elon Musk one, didn't you?
Yes, I do have Starlink.
So I wonder whether that would work.
You have to have a special package for sea.
Oh,
because it covers all land.
Okay.
The basic package, but you need to, so people on yachts and stuff need to upgrade, and it's very expensive.
Okay, so, but this eSIM, I'm not sure how much it is, but it's called Gig Sky, and thank you to the person who mentioned it on the Facebook page, because that was really cool.
Yeah, that
something I didn't know about.
Yeah, no, I'd never heard of that either.
Yeah.
All right, so my last one, this made me laugh. So our daughter is 21. We have a family chat, so I put on there, we're doing an episode on cruise packing, like what are some things you think are essential to bring, and my daughter responded within 5 seconds and wrote Finnegan, lol. So, her and I both get a bit travel sick, so it's good to have
Just a backup. in
Yeah,
case.
like they do have things on the ship and they will give you medication if you're really suffering. And you'll think, oh, I'm not going to need it. But we got caught out where there was a tropical cyclone and they rerouted ports, so we only skirted it. But it was really rough. And,
Yeah.
you know, I was glad that I had
And sometimes you're
medication.
not down for the count. Like sometimes you're just a little bit queasy.
Yeah,
So you don't want to go and get one of their injections, which
will knock you out.
if
Yeah.
it's really bad, you just go down and get one. Costs $100. It knocks you out for at least a day.
Yeah.
So if you just got that little bit of queasiness,
Yeah, like there's quells, there's various different options. If you talk to your pharmacist or your doctor, they'll steer you right. And yeah, the other tip I'll give you is start taking whatever you're taking a couple of nights before.
I have relatives that need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just look at a cruise ship and start feeling sick, and they love cruising.
Yeah, well, we love it too, and I get sick, and I remember distinctly that cruise of the tropical cyclone, being in the cabin and looking at the price for flights to fly back to
That's how
Melbourne
bad.
from Fiji.
Really? Wow.
Which was going to be our first port
Yeah.
after we were rerouted. I'm like, I'm just going to fly home.
I find too now the newer ships are probably less prone to So I haven't been seasick.
It
on a
all
ship
comes
for
down
about
to
15
the
years.
size of the ship,
Yeah.
how rough it is. It needs to be pretty rough for the normal person to get sick. Unfortunately, I'm just very susceptible, but I still love it. So, it's the way that it goes. So that's all mine. Do you have any others?
No, I'm good.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So hope you got something out of the episode, everyone. And if you've never done a cruise, give it a go.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about it before. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
And there's some out of Melbourne again. So in April, May next year, they're doing a few 3-day and 4-day cruises out of Melbourne, which are a really good way of getting an idea of whether you
Getting
like
your
it or
feet
not.
wet,
It's on Carnival, so it's on the old P&O ships. But we've done them as a group with friends, and it's like getting away for a weekend and then you come back. We did it with you that time.
Yeah.
And I think some are going to Adelaide. So, check it out.
Yeah.
Hopefully more cruises come back to Melbourne.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if people go on them, they will.
There's a lot out of Sydney and Brisbane. They're really...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for your feedback and likes and subscriptions. Really helps us out, and we appreciate
happy
it.
skiing.
Yeah. Get out there and live your lives.
Yeah, that's right.
Enjoy. See you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.